Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as this Coulee Conference ball game underway. Glad to have everyone on board. It is West Salem, the Panthers, traveling here for a twin bill. We'll see if we get them in, hopefully game one. We got a pretty good cloud bank coming up here from the south, and we'll see what happens. Starting things off, Devin Nedlin doing the pitching here for the Norsemen. His battery mate, once again, Ben Rathel. There's a fly ball, center field, pretty well tagged, and it's over the head of Larson. And West Salem has their leadoff man on with a stand-up double.
Center fielder, number 8.
That was Luke Baginski, the pitcher. Kind of setting the stage right away there, isn't he? Now stepping in, Makibo Anderson. So the double by Baginski. Anderson, the center fielder. Nedlin sets and fires. There's a strike. And it's 1-1. Well, the scoreboard not working tonight, so we're going to rely on the old system, I guess. Keeping track of it much as possible. Here's the leadoff. There's a bunt up in the air and foul. Down close to Jamie Olsen, the head coach for the Panthers. Nedlin is set. He fires a fastball that sails away from Anderson, and that'll be a ball. Might be 2-2. There's a shot that's going to drop in. They'll hold the runner in Baginski, and there's runners on the corner here for West Salem. Taryn Bolin, the first baseman, will step in with a chance for an RBI or two, depending on what happens. Left-handed hitter once again. Game one of possibly two 7-inning ball games is the plan anyways. There's a called strike to Bolin. That ball is popped foul out of play as the runner was taking off down at first. Anderson will work his way back to the bag. Ben Rathel stepping out for a moment and giving the signs to everyone. Nedlin, the lefty, facing the left-handed hitter in Bolin. Fires outside. They'll let the runner go. Anderson has second base uncontested. And now Bolin with a chance here to get a shot in and maybe pick up a couple of ribbies. Westby picking up a nice win last night, 3-2 in extra innings. Took them 9. They traveled to Riverdale. That was a switch. They were planning on hosting here, but not playable field. Just missed. Good fastball, and it's a full count. Field looks to be in pretty fair situation right now, but it probably won't take a whole lot of rain. Ground ball, short, to first, and he got him. He held on to the ball. He picked it up just in time, did Callan Rudai. Rudai had it, dropped it, and then picked it up just in time to preserve the out, I guess is the best way to say it. So 1 away. There's a called strike. The Bolin does get the RBI, though. There's a hard hit ball out towards left field. This is going to be deep enough, most likely. The tag, here comes the throw. It'll be cut off, and Anderson scores easily. So 2 down now. Gelfie flying out to left field. Excuse me. Pontius now stepping in. He's going to take a strike. Gelfie with that sac fly. Pontius, right-handed hitter. There's a called strike. There's a ground ball. That's going to be a foul ball. Yeah, the number is not matching up. You're right. Well, Jack Whitty is number 17 according to this. Yeah. Swing and a miss. That will be the end of, well, we're going to say that that was Whitty now with the strikeout. That will end the inning. But a couple of runs coming across here for the West Salem Panthers. They pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left on base. 2-0 your score. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Devin Nedlin will step in to face Baginski here in the bottom half of inning number 1. The Norsemen trailing 2-0 here right away. Right-handed hitter. This is pop foul out of play. One the count. There's a called strike. One-two, the offering. Just missed a little bit low here, and it's 2-2. Well, we're scheduled for 2 games. We'll see if we can get them in. Baginski rocks and fires. He came inside, and Nedlin bit on that one. One down.
Center fielder number 6, Gavin Larson.
Our thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Credit Union helping us out today. We also appreciate the support from the Westby Co-op Creamery. Gavin Larson steps in. Baginski missed on the first offering. That one's fouled back, and it's 1-1 again. Two and one to count to the Norsemen center fielder. That's downstairs, 3-1 now. Pitch count being kept in the dugouts now. This ball lifted, right field, going to be a tough one, and it'll drop in for a hit. Just enough on that one to punch it over to right field. And Westby has their first base hit of the night. And it brings up Ben Ratho, the catcher. Ben been throwing a good stuff down there at, as the catcher. And been swinging a decent bat. Bumping him up to number 3 spot here about a week ago. There's a swing and a miss. Check that, it's a called strike, excuse me. Coming right back, here's the ball popped up. Second baseman, he'll make the grab. Good range over there by Gelfie as that ball just kept coming back into the infield area, and then it kind of sliced over, well, I shouldn't say sliced, but it moved over towards the first base side, but Gelfie had it called all the way. 2 down for Lucas Bendel. Quick toss over to first, nothing happening. No, they have a chance to pick him off. Here comes the throw. He's going to get in there. Well, he broke in time. That was pretty well timed, we'll put it that way, and Gavin Larson's going to get the steal. They had a chance to pick him off, and speed will kill you. And that's what happened there. Baginski committed to throw, had to commit to throw to first base with his movement. Therefore, that gave Larson maybe another step and a half. Now the opportunity for Bendel to see if he can get an RBI. Pretty good gap out there in left center field. That one in tight. There's a called strike. Baginski with a bit of a long look. That one up over the head. There's a called strike. Couple of strikes now. Ooh, on the outside part of the plate. And he's going to get rung up. Well, nobody, no runs coming across here for the Norsemen. On one hit, that runner will be left on base. 2-0 to score. We move to the top of the second. Stepping in the top half of inning number 2, it's going to be Drew Anderson, the third baseman. Drew takes a called strike from Nedlin. And the Norsemen coming right back. Here's a ground ball picked up nicely by Callan Rudai. And there is one down. Taking that unassisted. That'll bring up Drew McConkey now. McConkey is your shortstop today. Swing and a miss. I believe McConkey is a freshman. Wasn't he the starting quarterback, I think, too? Yeah, so pretty good athlete. In the number 7 spot here for the Panthers, there's a ground ball picked up. Sutton, good throw to get the out. And there's one away, 2 away. 5-3 on that put out. And it brings up Will Schmidt, the catcher. Schmidt, right-handed hitter. Lifts one into the air, right side. Going to be a run, but getting over there in time is Rhett Stensling to make the grab. Whoa, it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Westby Norsemen defense. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll come back. Bottom half of inning number 2 coming right around the corner with Sutton, Brigham, and Rudai. Our thanks going out to a couple more of those wonderful sponsors. Varsity Funeral Home supporting today's broadcast. We're located here in Westby and, of course, in Viroqua. You'll also find the Viroqua Dental Center on the north side of Viroqua helping us out. Dr. Leanne Klum and the Viroqua Booster Club helping us out. Rob Klum, the new president. Well, he's been in it for probably almost a year now, I'll bet. Starting things off here for the Norsemen, it's Blake Sutton. He lifts one towards right field. It's going to go foul out of play. And his count will be at 0-2, I believe. Baginski way out in front. That ball rolled in on the head. He had the duck underneath it. 1-2 the count now. Norseman, third baseman, takes that one low and away. That'll even the count at 2 apiece. Baginski kicks and fires, and that's going to be a strikeout. A little bit of a curve that hung in there. Sutton not able to pull the trigger, had to bail out. It's going to bring up Beckett Brigham now, the shortstop for Westby. Our thanks going out to the VFW of Viroqua on the south side. VMH also helping us out today in Viroqua. That's upstairs, 2-0. Yeah, good contingent of juniors and seniors here for the Norsemen. That ball lifts foul out of play. Panthers having somebody doing a little warm-up on the side here. That ball came in real tight and high again on Brigham. Beckett trying to hang in there. That was in tight, and that'll be a walk. So with one away, here's Callan Rudai, first baseman. He'll step in with a runner on, and one down. 2-0 to score here. West Salem picking up those 2 runs quickly in the first inning. Oh, they got him. I couldn't even move the camera on that one. Brigham picked off over at first base, 1-3 on the pickoff. Well, good move there by Baginski. They'll remember that from here on out. Breeze coming back in, kind of in at us again here in our booth. That one rode inside. Planning on being here on Saturday for some ball games starting at 10 o'clock. Westby and Platteville will play. There's a strike right down the middle. Swing and a miss. Couple of strikes now on Rudai. Westby slated to play Saturday at 4 o'clock. There's a swing and a miss to end the inning. Well, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. A quick 1-2-3 inning here for the West Salem Panthers defense. Back with the third, coming right up. Returning here to Veterans Memorial Field, home of the Westby Norsemen. The first pitch is pop foul out of play. It's the 9-1-2 part of the order for the Panthers here in the top of the third inning. Ground ball. Brigham, nice pick. The throw, a little bit low, dug out nicely by Rudai, and there's one down. Cohen Moing grounds out, 6-3. Route number 1 brings up Baginski, the pitcher, top of the order. Luke came up with a base hit, and he actually had a double. He really peppered the ball over Larson's head in center field. I don't know, the wind kind of coming from left field now would knock things down, you would think. Two 2-0 the count. Big swing on that one. That was the hitter's pitch, as they call it. Came up empty. 2-1 now. Yeah, a definite temperature change now, so you know somebody got some rain. There's a called strike. That one on the letters. Kind of outside to inside on that pitch. 2-2 now. And there's a called strike 3. Baginski goes down looking.
Center fielder, number 8, Anderson.
That is the second strikeout of the ball game for Nedlin. Here's a ground ball foul, first base side. Makibo Anderson picked up a base hit and scored as well in that first inning. They set the table right away, and the 3-4-5 part of the order came through. There's a strike. Anderson now finds himself in a bit of a hole. 0-2. And that'll end the inning. Wow, talk about throwing a fastball upstairs, not able to catch up to it for out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base here. We will move to the bottom half of the third inning. Westby will bring up the 8-9-1 part of their order, trailing 2-0. Brody Steinhoff, the DH for Caleb Johnson, will step in, followed by Rhett Stensling and then Devin Nedlin. And if any of those can get on, the number 2 hitter and Gavin Larson will look to see what he can do. But first off, it's Steinhoff to try and get something going here for the Norsemen. Bottom half of inning number 3, and again trailing 2-0. First pitch downstairs. Fastball that skipped practically on home plate. Here's a shot back up the middle by Steinhoff. Came in with a fastball and he drilled it right back up the middle. Here's Rhett Stensling, the right fielder. Steinhoff with a little bit of a lead here. Fouled that one back. Did Stensling with a pretty good cut. Norsemen with a couple of hits now. But the Panthers with a couple of runs. Missed down low and a little tight on the legs. 1-1 the count now. Stensling takes that one high. And it'll go 2-1. Thanks again to those sponsors, Vernon Electric Cooperative helping us out today, as well as Vernon Manor Healthcare Center. Diving back in on a quick throw. Steinhoff back in safely. Stensling had shown bunt and then brought the bat back, and the catcher rifled it down to first. Here's a shot. This could be in there. It is for a base hit. They're going to hold Steinhoff at second base. Stensling down to first with a base hit. Your first 2 hitters in the bottom of the third inning coming through with base hits. And now we're back to the top of the order here with Devin Nedlin. Nedlin swung and missed for strike 3 back in the first inning, leading things off. There's a ball that's going to be called a strike on the outside part of the plate. A little bit outside, maybe a tad high, and it's now 1-1. Well, the good folks at Sleepy Hollow helping us out today. This ball lifted towards the left side and drifting underneath, making the grab. Out there is Pontius for out number 1. Will Schmidt, the catcher, is not afraid to throw the ball to any bag, by the way. Here's Gavin Larson now with 1 out. Gavin came up with the first base hit for the Norsemen. Steinhoff with number 2 and Stensling with number 3 on the base paths here. There's a called strike. Well, you try to get a couple more hits here. See if you can't tie this game up. Baginski offers, and it's outside for a ball. Two and 0, I believe. That's lifted foul out of play. Larson just double checks to make sure he knows what the count is. That's always a good thing to do. Having in real tight. Well, I'm not 100%. It's either 2 and 2 or 3 and 2 here. Well, that's going to be a called strike 3. He dropped a curveball in there, and Larson not able to pull the trigger. Here's Ben Ratho with 2 down and 2 on. Time for a hit if you're a Norseman fan. Thanks to Sealand's Carpetland bringing you the action today down there on Central Avenue in Coon Valley. Here's a shot. This is going to be a gapper. He did the job. 1 run coming across. They're going to send him, and they're going to tie this game up. Wow, what a hit there by Ratho. He's going to come up with a double and 2 RBIs to boot. Well, get the guys on base, and Ratho coming through with a double. And we got ourselves a whole new ball game here at 2 apiece. Here's Lucas Bendel now. Nobody in left center, and it was more towards center field as Anderson was playing kind of on the second base side. He's still going to be out there on the second base side in the outfield. He really hasn't changed a whole lot. They're playing the odds that the batters are going to be behind Baginski. There's a swing and a miss on Bendel. He was called out on a 3rd strike to end the 1st inning. But here he is with a chance here for an RBI. Pop that one foul out of play. And Lucas down in the count here, 0-2. The kick and the fire and the swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But not before the Norsemen pick up 2 runs. They get those 2 runs that tie this ball game up on 3 big hits. And 1 left on base, no errors in the inning. We'll take a break and come back right away, top of the 4th, in a moment's time. Whole new ball game now as we move into the top half of the 4th inning. Taryn Boland will start things off for the Panthers of West Salem. We're knotted at 2 apiece. Panthers scored their 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning. Westby just answered in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a ground ball. That will be a base hit. Right back up the middle. A diving try by Caleb Johnson. It was just out of his reach. Bowen with the hit. Here comes Gelfie now. Brendan Gelfie. Fouled that one right back at us. Here's the offering. It's going to be a little bit high. Pop that one foul. That's going to be out of play behind us. Leadoff man starting things off here in the top of the fourth for the Panthers. Here's a hard shot. That's going to be a base hit. And West Salem trying to answer right back here with the first two hitters reaching the bags. 2 hits in a row. Here's the DH and Jack Whitty. Whitty struck out swinging back in the first for out number 3. He's the DH for Panthers. There's a bunt foul out of play here. Out of the reach of Ratho anyways. He offers, says the umpire, and now it's 0-2 to the DH. McConkey is up next. Check that. Drew Anderson is up next, then McConkey. Trying to get those outs. There's a called strike 3. He put one right down the middle on the kneecap. One down, but the 2 on yet at first and second. Here is Drew Anderson. Called strike as Nedlund tries to focus in, zero in, you might say. Just missed outside. Fouling that one back. Kind of jammed him a little bit, it looked like. Didn't get the full cut on that swing. Nedlund with a couple of strikes on him now. Anderson will try to sit back on this next offering. He lifts that one foul left side, sliced it down the line, and it just kept going. Again, Nedlund with a couple of strikes on Anderson. Trying to get out number 2 with 2 on. Just missed again. He hit the spot, but just a tad outside. And he missed inside on that one. I believe it's a full count. Pop this one up. They got a chance. Third base, Sutton has it for out number 2. Well, they were able to coax the pop up, and Sutton was there for out number 2. 2 away, and now you got a tough hitter here in McConkey. See what he can do. Nedlin trying to get that third out here with 2 on. Swing and a miss. Went after a high fastball on the letters, and he was not catching up to it. Our thanks again to Premier Co-op helping us out today. Right here in Westby. Also the Riverbank, you'll find them in Coon Valley and in right here in Westby on the south side. Well, that ball gets away from Ratho, and the runners move up. Now anything could happen. That puts a little more pressure on that defense. Ground ball. Sutton, nice pick. Here comes the throw, and it is in time to get the out. And they're able to get the 1-2-3 inning after those 2 base hits. How about that? No runs on 2 hits. 2 runners will be left on base after the 5-3 putout to end the 4th inning. We move to the top half of the 4th inning. Let's put it that way. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 4th. 5, 6, 7 part of the order in a 2-2 ball game. Blake Sutton is going to step in and face Baginski for the 2nd time today. He was caught looking for out number 1 back in the 2nd inning when Sutton led things off. Here he is in the 4th doing the same thing. 2-2 ball game. Coulee Conference matchup here. Curveball just caught the upper part of the knee. And it's 0-1. Here's a ball lifted foul out of play. It's now 0-2. Sutton, the third baseman, finding himself down in the count. Swing and a miss, ball dropped. Sutton hustling down, there comes the throw, and they're going to just get him to preserve the strikeout.
Number 8, Beckett. Brigham.
So the swing and a miss, out number 1. Beckett Brigham walked back in the 2nd inning, but then was promptly picked off. Baginski with a good move to get him kind of leaning the wrong way. First offering is upstairs for a ball. Thanks to Rural Mutual Insurance, the Kevin Blusky Agency bringing you the action today. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 now. And Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare corporate office right there in Cashton helping us with the broadcast. Ooh, that one way inside. Somehow he dodged that bullet. Another one zipping by the shoulder blade. Baginski will walk Brigham for the 2nd time in the ball game.
The first baseman, number 10, Allen.
Here comes Callan Rudai. Rudai was a strikeout victim back in that 2nd inning when the Norsemen went 1-2-3. Baginski was red hot with 2 strikeouts, the 1st and the 3rd. And then the 1-3 pickoff. So he was taking care of business himself, was Baginski. Toss back over and in easily. This is going to keep him a little honest here. Upstairs. Well, thanks to Scott and Sue Sordahl at Nordic Lanes here on the northwest side of Westby. That ball rode in tight. Always a ton of fun going on over there at Nordic Lanes. And that one's going to ride in. And that is going to be the second walk. Here is the DH for the Norsemen in Brody Steinhoff as he will step in. Meanwhile, it's going to be a quick chat up there on the mound by Schmidt and the pitcher here in Baginski. Miles of Smiles Child Care Center helping us out today, and we thank Ashley Liam for her support. Steinhoff with a base hit back in the third inning, leading off the inning at that time. Swing and a miss. Baginski came in with a fastball, and Steinhoff was on the attack. Not a bad swing. You know, he's probably coming in with a strike with 2 walks in a row. That's going to get away, and the runners are moving up a spot. Well, now it's a chance here for the Norsemen and Steinhoff to pick up an RBI or 2. Baginski into the stretch now. That one gets away. Here comes the runner. Going to have to hurry, and he will be in there safely. Brigham gets by on the wild pitch, or a pass ball, I guess you might call it, on that one. Still 1 down. Steinhoff with a chance for another run to score, an RBI out there. Checked his swing, but it's in there for a strike. Baginski out in front, 1-2. That's inside. It's now 2-2. Two-two offering coming. Oh, he got him on a curve in tight. Two down. Here is Stensling now. Stensling with the base hit as well back in that third inning. And he scored. And there's a shot. That's going to get through, and an RBI for Stensling. 2 for 2 for the senior. And the Norsemen are now up 4-2 here in game 1. Back to Nedlin now. Called strike. Devin looking for his first base hit of the ball game. That'll be outside. Main Street Mobile Mart bringing you the action. Of course, they are located on the north side, downtown Viroqua. Synergy Mobile Fuel, of course. That's bounced off the leg. Two down, a runner on at first base. 2 in, and a lead for the Norsemen. Swing and a foul. Stensling was taken off on the pitch. That's pop foul out of play. Baginski with the quick look. Runner taking off. It'll be no throw. Fouling that one back, he had a good cut on a ball, kind of slipping on the outside part of the strike zone. Count will stay here. Nedlin with a couple of strikes, though, and Schmidt wants to go out and talk things over a little bit. Swing and a miss. That will take care of the inning now for the Norsemen, but they make things happen with a couple of runs. They get the 2 runs on 1 hit. And 1 runner left on base. 4-2 your score, Westby, after 4. We are moving into the top half of inning number 5. It's the 8-9-1 part of the order for the Panthers. Will Schmidt, the catcher, steps in in his first offering. He pops this one up, and who's going to get to it? A little action going out there. It's going to be Briggan making the call and the grab. Not sure if I had the camera on there. I hope I did. A little bit of a traffic jam over there. But Briggan winds up making the grab for out number 1. Here's Cohen Moling. Owen won the count. Swing and a miss. Popped that one foul out of play. Here's a little pop-up, and that is going to drop in. He had just enough on it and put it out there in shallow center field. Well, he just got the bat on it, and that's all you got to do sometimes. Thanks to Embroidery and More helping us out today. That's Greg Danes and the crew. 210D Swigum Road out here in Westby. So a runner on and 1 down, a quick toss over to first, and he's back in easily. Ball is lifted foul to the right side, out of play. Taking a moment, get the signs from head coach Jamie Olson. That ball is lifted foul again, off to the right. Nedlin out in front here with a couple of strikes on him. Baginski, the top of the order. That'll stay up high. Baginski 1 for 2 today so far. He does have a run scored. Runner taking off, and the ball bounces out of the mitt of Ratho, so it's an easy steal of second base. Missed high, just a tad above the letters. Nedlin looking for out number 2 with a runner at second. This is pop foul out of play, and we got a good battle going on right now. Baginski looking to try and come up with a base hit here and potentially cut into that lead. Oh, it's a called strike 3. Wow. Baginski a little bit surprised on that call. Honestly, it looked like it might have been a little bit low, but he got rung up. 2 down. Makibo Anderson now stepping in. Anderson also 1 for 2 today. He has scored a run, scored the second run for the Panthers. Ball just a bit outside. Well, we appreciate the support of Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service on the north side of Viroqua. Mark Evinger and family. That second offering is down low. It's 2-0. There's your strike. 2-1 now. High chopper, Nedlin. Oh, nobody's there. Here comes the race. He's not going to get there. The throw home is not going to be in time. The ball is dropped anyways. Well, I tell you what, that was a bang-bang play going on there. Rudai broke for the ball on that high chopper. It was like an AstroTurf bounce, as they call it. And Makibo Anderson, hustling down the line, beat Nedlin to the bag. That's going to go down as an infield single. Moling does score to help the Panthers. Now they're within 1, 4-3 Westby here in the top of the 5th. Chance to pick off the runner here, and they will get him as Anderson broke for second base, and Nedlin with a quick toss, they're able to first. It is a 3-6 put out for out number 3. 1 run coming across here in the inning. They get that run on 1 hit and nobody left on. We'll take a break and come right back here. We're moving to the bottom half of inning number 5. Here comes Gavin Larson for the Westby Norsemen. It's the 2-3-4 part of the order. Westby holding on to a 4-3 lead. And the bottom half of inning number 5. Pitching change now as Schreier comes in to pitch. Evan Schreier. Baginski moves to the catcher position, and Will Schmidt will take a break. Bit high. Larson way out in front in the count here now. There's a called strike. I believe it's 3-1. Got the automatic in there, that being the case. And Schreier will walk the first batter here for the Norsemen, leading off the 5th inning. That brings up Ben Ratho, who had a big double and RBI for the Norsemen to break the tie at 2-2. Here's a nice bunt right out in front. Schreier will throw the ball away. Here comes, they're going to say the ball went underneath the fence here. And we'll see where they put him. So the runner will have to go back. That's going to go down as an error on the pitcher. That is always a tough throw, let me tell you, folks. Not an easy play at all. Birkeland comes in to run. Runners at second and third, nobody away. Here's Lucas Bendel, swing and a miss. Lucas trying to come up with a base hit here and regain that 2-run lead, maybe more, we'll see. Pop this one up over the top and behind us. Thanks to Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte down there on Central Avenue in Coon Valley helping us out today, as well as Coon Valley Telecommunications. Carol Olson and that terrific team. Well, let's see, what do we got here? It's either 2-1 or 2-2. And a foul tip, it was 2-2. There's one down. Here's Blake Sutton now with one out. Sutton looking to try and maybe do something, get the bat on the ball and push it to the right side. That could potentially score a run. Trying to do a little squeeze here and fouled it off. Trying to get that run back that the Panthers picked up in the top of this inning. Westby leading 4-3. The runners in scoring position with one down. This is popped towards right field. They're going to tag up and make the grab. Here comes the throw. It's up the line, and the scorer here for the Norsemen. Just deep enough to get the RBI.
The shortstop, number 8, back it, bring it in.
Well, the sacrifice fly. There's 2 down. Rathel's run is over at third base with Brooklyn. There's a called strike right down the middle for Becca Brigham, the shortstop. Brigham has walked twice today, looking for a base hit. Same spot, same result. 0-2. This is a shallow ball hit out towards right field. Right field, nobody is going to make it. Oh, a nice running job there. Oh, they're going to call him out. Wow, wow. Pretty good effort there. But Coach John Hamilton is going to plead his case. Unfortunately, to no avail, it looks like. They're going to talk things over here, but we'll wait and see. We'll tell you what happens here. It's going to be a catch. Well, 1 run does come across here in the inning. 1 run on no hits. There was an error in the inning. We'll take a real quick break. We're going to come right back. 5-3 Westby. Panthers now back to that 2-run deficit here. The Norsemen picking up that run to make it 5-3. Taryn Bolin will start things off here. The first baseman, your number 3 hitter. It's the 3, 4, 5 part of the order. Meat of the order right now for the Panthers. Facing Devin Nedlin. Bolin today, 1 for 2 with a base hit. Stranded at second. Comebacker. An easy throw. And there's 1 down.
Second baseman, Brendan Gelfie.
Here's Brendan Gelfie now with 1 out. He is 1 for 1. He had a sacrifice back in the first. Swing and a miss. Came up with a base hit back in the fourth and was left on the base paths in that 4th inning. Thanks to the Wright Insurance Agency, Miranda Wright, American Family Insurance, Westby and Viroqua helping us out. Bringing you the action today. Game number 2 coming up, probably somewhere around that 10 to 15 minutes after game 1. That one popped out of the mitt of Rathel. Swing and a miss. Came in tight on the hands and not able to connect. Called strike 3.
Designated hitter, Jack Whitty.
Here is Jack Whitty. With 2 down. Nedlin firing strikes right now. Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County, located in Viroqua, helping us out today with the broadcast and throughout this spring season. That'll stay high. Call strike 3, got him looking. That is the second time today that Whitty has gone down looking. 3 strikeouts total, though, on the day. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Bottom of the 6th coming up. The Norsemen up 5-3. Callan Rudai is going to step in. Our thanks going out to the Bank of Cash and Scott Wall and that team out on Front Street in Cashton. Rudai today. 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. He takes a called strike right here. He walked in the 4th and scored a run. Fouled that one underneath. Steinhoff and Stensling to follow. Your first 3 hitters here, 7, 8, 9, part of the order. Steinhoff 1 for 2 today, and Stensling 2 for 2. On the bottom of the order. Rudai trying to add to that. Couple of strikes now. Hanging in there. Rudai just getting a piece of that one. Well, Bethel Home and Services helping us out. Wish them the best. They have this, here's a little looper that's going to get caught by a soft liner. And I do mean a soft liner that at first you thought, can it get over the top? But it did not. So we're going to go with a soft liner to first base. So 1 down. Here comes Brody Steinhoff. Yeah, we wish the best to Bethel Home and Services. They got a pancake breakfast, I believe it is, coming up soon. Steinhoff takes the first pitch downstairs. Schreier coming in, and it's outside 2-0. Well, let's see if he goes after this one, if he comes down the middle. That was high. It's 3-0. And ball 4, he walked him. 4 straight pitches.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 5.
Here is Rhett Stensling now. Stensling, again, as I mentioned, 2 for 2 so far. He's scored a run, as has Steinhoff. 1 on, 1 down. Top of the order due up next. This is a pretty well hit ball, but Anderson comes in a couple of steps and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Boy, Stensling hit that one right on the nose.
Number 2, Kevin Medlin.
Here's Devin Nedlin now with 2 down. Thanks to Carmen Fortune bringing you the action here today. Here's a ground ball. Oh, a great backhand snag by the first baseman here in Bolin to end the inning as he takes it unassisted here with the top of the 6th. We move to the bottom half, or that was the bottom half, excuse me. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base. We move to the top of the 7th here, and it will be the 6, 7, 8 part of the order here for West Salem. Well, starting things off, it's going to be Drew Anderson. Anderson today 0 for 2. Moving into a 1-1 count. Nedlin kicks and fires. That's fouled off. Nedlin up in the count here. Missed outside. Swing and a miss. Anderson goes down. And there's 1 away. Here's Drew McConkey, who has grounded 5-3 twice now. Sutton has been able to scoop and throw. Fouled that one off to the right side. Here's a ground ball. Brigham, good throw, coming, and he got it over there in time to get McConkey by about a step. Two down now. Here's Schweer stepping in. This is Schweer's first at bat. Takes a called strike. Nedlin trying to go the distance here for the Norsemen in this game 1. Again, they lead 5-3. Been a good game. No matter which way you look at it. Panthers jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but Westby tied it up 2 apiece after 3, and then took the lead in the bottom of the 4th. Panthers cut it to within 1, but Westby answered back in their bottom half of the 5th, and that's where we sit, 5-3. There's a called strike. Nedlin coming right back. And that will take care of the ball game. Wow, that one up on the letters. They're able to get the strikeout. Well, let's take a look here. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Winning pitcher is going to be Devin Nedlin. He picks up the win with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts today. Final score 5-3 here in game number 1. Stay tuned, folks. More action coming up here in just a little bit, probably in about 15 minutes. I hope you stay with us here and continue watching this Coulee Conference matchup doubleheader time. Thanks for watching Game 1. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Production saying we'll see you right back here in Westby in about 15 minutes.